All right, boys. Forza Horizon 6 Japan. We just watched it live. Now, basically, I want to go over a few things. It releases May 19th with 4-day early access for $119.99. I hate that companies still charge you, hey, you want to play the game early? It's done, and we could just totally release it, but we're not going to. We're going to charge you for it. Basically, a few things here before we get into it. I took a lot of screenshots so we can like kind of deep dive into everything. I still have a lot of questions like, are we getting the full C1 Shuto Expressway? Are we getting the Bay Shoreline? It looks big enough that it might be there. They teased a little bit here and there. We're getting like Daikoku for car meets. We're getting Toge battles, a bunch of stuff. But you start as a tourist and work your way up. So it seems like there will be good progression. You start, you know, with an actual like slow cars and work your way up to faster cars instead of just here's spin the wheel and get a million cars. New open world car meets at Daikoku, PA, which you know. Street races and Toge battles, and that's all I took note-wise. There was so much info, but look, I want to go over this spot because they didn't really show a lot of stuff. And like, okay, are they going to have like Suzuka? Are they going to have Scuba? Are they going to have Ebisu? Are we going to have those tracks? Are they going to have like, they have to have something along the form of that, right? At least if it's like a knockoff, right? Are they going to have a lot of legendary Toge spots? You know, that drifters used to go to back in the day, like the quick little Toges. Are they going to have those on the map? Or are they just going to have generic Toges? It's kind of, we don't know yet. We don't know. I hope they have like the actual layouts for a lot of legendary Toges built into the map. But yeah, listen to this part because they didn't really show a lot of this stuff. But listen here.
Anywhere else, that process begins with the roads. Inspired by the C1 loop.
Inspired by the C1 loop.
That process begins with the roads. Inspired by the C1.
Now they say inspired. So that kind of makes me believe that they're not going to map out the whole C1 loop like it is in, say, Tokyo Extreme Racer, which is like a, you know, one-to-one creation here. I really hope that's not the case. I really hope, because if they're going to do Japan, man, they got to do it right. They got to do it right. So it's still, regardless, going to be fun to rip around a highway that's inspired, you know, close to it, especially with friends. Like, it's going to be car meets and everything in this game are going to be absolutely phenomenal, right? I mean, everybody loves Japan.
Loop, Ginkgo Avenue.
Ginkgo Avenue, I don't know where that is.
And mountain passes. Like
Mount Haruna and Bandai Azuma. Come on, Mount Haruna. Initial D, come on. They don't really show too much. So if they really did put all these locations in and they're like really fucking close, dude, this is game of the year for me right here. I mean, this could possibly be the best racing game of all time just because it's set in Japan. Every cool car culture piece, everything's inspired by Japanese car culture. I mean, anyway, yeah, so
like Mount Haruna and Bandai Azuma. Then we layer in the details around.
I just wanted to show that real quick. So I went through and took a bunch of screenshots and we're going to look at them. Okay, we're going to look at them. Just kind of going over some things, not really anything too fancy, but obviously Chaser S15 drifting. Hard to tell if this is an actual Toge spot. We don't know. Can you actually, there we go. Daikoku, PA. Legendary meetup spot. This is our only look at the nighttime version. But as you can see, they have, like when you come down to, you come off the highway and you kind of like loop around a few and you come down the ramps. So the fact that all that highway system is there kind of leads me to believe that, I mean, this is off like near the end of the Bay Shoreline. So if they have this and they have this whole spot mapped out, they're going to have a long highway system to just go full speed. Like they have to, you know what I mean? They have to. Another shot of Daikoku here, you know, just a shot of some off-roading. Mount Fuji in the background looks amazing. Can we get this? Civic, cool. I mean, just they nailed like the atmosphere, the trees, the architecture. I mean, look at this. Like, if this game world is that big, like it feels that big. I mean, look, you got like a city over here. I mean, all this off-road that you can do. There's obviously a dirt track here. I mean, if they capture like more than just Tokyo, they do Osaka, Nagoya, and they have the highway system pretty close to a 1-to-1. It's gonna be too good. This is where they talk about, you know, you being a tourist starting out. You know, drift comp cars. Like it looks just like Japan. And I just can't go over it. It just looks so good. It looks so good. Old Fair Lady. I mean, you can see how dense the cities are. They did a great job with this, man. Great job with this. Look at this. Come on. This is just, I guess, a loop-de-loop they did for fun here. Fine by me. Now, I thought this was it Hokone Nanamanagari? But the more I look at it, like when it just popped up real quick, I was like, oh shit, no way. I think this might just be a generic toge. Now, there are toges in Japan that are modeled like that, but this might be Nanamagari. Nananamamamagari. Okay? I don't know. It's a fucking long word. It might be, right? But I'd be curious because, you know, at the top there's like a little turnaround, but when you come to the bottom, like it kind of forks off and you can go through this like little town and go down, or like I'm curious exactly how, you know, I hope it's not just like they modeled some fake toges like this and called it a day. I hope they have the actual spots. I mean, they got a fucking ramp here. I guess you can do the, what's that? The jump. Irohake. God, I can't, it's been so long since I've looked in all this shit. Maybe you can't really do that there, but like you can kind of like spin, and I don't think it's really possible there. But some snow. Obviously, Japan gets real snowy, so that could look really cool. Another shot of like the, I guess what you would call the Shuto Expressway. I think it's just up from, I think the other shot was right here. I don't think this is really anything new, you know, but just the fact that we'll be able to drive on an inspirated highway. Yeah, I mean, inspirated, is that a word? Inspirational? Whatever, man. Fucking, you know? But like all these signs, like seeing them at night, if they really nail that, obviously the S15 just big chilling in the woods. Boy. I mean, look at all the detail in the buildings. You know, when we come off of games like Test Drive, you can't even get the game to run at higher than 20 FPS. There's no detail anywhere. And then like this game, if you look at the Steam store, the specs are like a fucking 1650. Can we, let's look here. Intel i5 8400 or AMD Ryzen 5 1600, and then a GTX 1650. You're going to be able to run this game, you know, and it's going to run way better than fucking shitty Test Drive. But there's so much detail in this game, and it's massive. I can't wait. Another shot, you got a Celica and a 180. Looks like the 400Z up there. You got a K truck. But this is really only one of the few spots they showed of the, I guess what would be the Shuto. So I'm kind of worried. I really want to see more of that. This is up when they were talking about Mount Haruna. Obviously GTR battle going on. Just another shot of the city, which, I mean, at night, all this is going to be lit up. It should look really fucking cool. It should look really fucking cool, you know? Another shot reminds me of JDM Drift Master. If you know this location, come on, you know this location? Oi Wharf. Now this is you'll go up here, you'll loop around, and you go over to this section, and then there's kind of like a straightaway where, you know, everybody manjis through, and then you come around, you go through like a back alley up and around, and then you go back and you do it again. I mean, if you know Oil Wharf, this is it. The fact that Oil Wharf is in the game, like, they know what they're doing by teasing this to us. They know what they're doing. So that's a huge win. The docks are probably somewhere around here as well. They probably got some little track down there as well. Hopefully they got some of the parking garages, because there are multiple levels down here around Daikoku as well. Just another shot. Old Mitsubishi Montero. I mean, come on. Tokyo Tower, obviously, huge landmark. Right next to the C1 loop when you're doing when you're going past the inner, or I guess you see it on outer as well. The fact that we can go right there, go right up to it, and then literally right next to it should be the C1 loop. Really curious how they're going to do that, man. One of the only night shots we got is accurate here. I mean, it just looks real good, right? More Toge action. Got a Stagia 300ZX Chaser. Again, I mean, gorgeous game. You got this goofy ass LS twin turbo swapped Miata. But I mean, just, you know, these, the way they just modeled all this, it just looks, it's just Japan. If you know. Then you obviously got the new Toyota GR, was it V8? More photos of Daikoku here. Now, Panda just sent me a video of people leaving Daikoku, and somebody crashed right here. Like, when you're turning out of here, like this corner right here, let me go get it. I would say shout out to this person, but I don't know how to say that. So this corner right here, when you're getting on the highway, watch another one. Hold on, wait for it. Right, so they're leaving. I would assume this is, I think this is a part of Daikoku, right? It's some meetup spot. But if you look here, it's kind of the same corner, right? The cars are coming down and they're turning right here, and they're getting on that part of the highway, right? They're turning this corner. It might not be the same spot, but you know, anyways, I wanted to show that. But yeah, Daikoku is just going to be insane, dude. Car meets Daikoku are just going to be great. You got the Trueno, obviously drifting. They had to show that. Had to show that. Come on. Come on. Yeah, it's looking real fucking good, man. Another shot of the C1, obviously with some very fast, expensive cars. Again, not really showing too much here. We don't know where exactly this is or if it's to scale. You know, we don't know. We don't know. But it's still going to be fucking fun regardless. And then I think that's the last one, yeah. This shot. I want to say, from watching like Samet videos, this kind of looks like one of those long highways that he takes to go out to like Ebisu and like some of the other tracks. So, but I mean, regardless, this is on the back side of the mountain from what we were seeing before. So, I mean, this map is, it's got to be huge. It has to be. If they don't do the whole fucking continent, I mean, Japan's not that big to begin with, but if they can manage the whole continent, even if it's condensed a little bit, that's it. But yeah, I mean, fucking holy shit, boys. Holy shit. So I just wanted to go through, kind of break apart some of the screenshots. We don't really know a lot of the details yet, but it's coming out a little less than 4 months. So I'll be back for this one. I have to come back for this. I'm not going to be playing Motorfest, any of that shit, but this is going to be the game. All right. Anyway, you know the drill. Subscribe, come back. See you in the next one.